Hey everyone, it's Mike Andes, founder and CEO of Copilot. And today I'm talking about recurring services. Now, at Augusta, we have hundreds, if not thousands, of mowing customers at our locations. And I have to set up recurring services for them. So, weekly service, bi weekly service, Mondays, Wednesdays, Friday, whatever schedule I've put them on. And one of the things I hated most before Copilot was the fact that we have to pause and start and stop jobs all the time. Because at the end of the season, we have to pause the recurring series. At the beginning of the season, we have to turn it back on. What's really cool at Copilot is we always are trying to think about how do we do things once and never touch it again. And that's what's so cool about what we call the off seasons inside of Copilot. Because when you set up your recurring series, when you set up your recurring, let's just call it mowing, I actually set an off season and I predetermine it. So the job will automatically get paused during the off season and automatically turn back on at the end of the off season. So I never have to touch it once I've set it up. This is really what Copilot's all about. You set it up and you never touch it again. We use this for recurring services. We also do this for auto invoicing, automatically sending the invoices, automatically collecting payment. The whole goal of Copilot is that while you're literally sleeping in the cockpit, the Copilot's driving. And so the software is running for you. It's automatically invoicing. It's automatically getting payments. It's automatically pausing services during an off season and then automatically turning them back on when it comes back to that season starting up again. And what's really cool is if you're like, well, what happens if I need to extend 1 week into my, the season needs to get extended by 1 week? Great. You go in there, change the settings, and immediately throughout hundreds or thousands of jobs that you have in that recurring series, it'll add one more job to the extra week. It'll automatically do all of this, and it'll save you so much time. I remember back in the day when we'd have to say, okay, we're extending this by our typical mowing season by 1 week. We've got to go through hundreds of jobs and add one job at the very end. Whereas now, with a couple of clicks of a button, I can change the off season and immediately have all those jobs being added to all the customers and all the properties that are using that off season. Highly recommend you use this feature inside of Copilot, and off seasons will save you a tremendous amount of time. And as you scale your business, it'll only save you more.